Hey y'all, so I haven't really taken the time to tell you what's been going on. So I decided within like a few days that I was going to just go ahead and do this phlebotomy course and start. As soon as I enrolled the next day, my uncle called and was absolutely, he came off chemo radiation and started a new trial. The new trial, he thought it was working. The sores were falling off of his body. I don't bathe or shower him. He was still in a position where he did that himself. And he always wears sweats because the kind of cancer, he had a T-cell lymphoma. I can't remember exactly what. He was in remission from several kinds of cancer, all the kinds that should have killed him. This would not kill him. What would kill him is the sores they created all over his entire body, including genitalia and other areas. So imagine the pain, okay, is an infection. When he fell and he was in the hospital for 2 weeks, he had severe joint pain in his jaw from the TMJ. And I took him to the hospital. They ended up admitting him for about a week to deal with the infection and the pain. The day he got out, my granddad didn't, I don't know, whatever happened. He fell. He ended up with bleeding on the brain and a fractured orbital socket, several hematomages, and some hemorrhaging. He was back in the hospital. Keep in mind, I got my uncle a cat about a year ago in November because he had cats my whole life and he didn't. And I just like he was lonely. And he said, I'm so sick and going out of the hospital, who will care for the cat? I gave him my word I would. I did. Every time I was in the hospital, I didn't just go see the cat. I went twice, at least once, if not twice a day. Like, a cat is good for 4, 5, 6 days with food, water, and litter. But I know that's how he cared for the cat, so I did. I got him the cat because I truly believed he'd be with us for a while, and even if he wouldn't, I didn't want him to be lonely. I gave him my word I would take the cat if something happened to him. So, I got out of the hospital. I was coming to and from dealing with the cat. And then he got out of the hospital. He went home. I took him Monday through Friday to and from 2 times a day to multiple appointments so that he could do this new trial and at Anschutz. And I'm really upset. Like, I'm more than upset. I'm fucking livid, actually, and I'm coming for them. So, if they're treating a cancer, they're supposed to first inspect his entire body to look. Secondly, look to see the progress. I was never made aware that he had a giant gaping wound in his leg over his shin. It looked like jaws bit him from the infection, from sepsis eating away at it. Okay? Never knew this. Never knew this because I don't bathe, shower him, and the cancer keeps him so cool that he keeps sweatpants on. He told me, Kia, it's so filthy here that they're going to kill me. If I die, you better sue them and do something about it because it will be them letting one of these sores from the cancer get infected within less than 3 weeks of him saying that. I mean, he said it a lot, but the last, time, he's now deceased. My uncle and I were incredibly close growing up. That's part of the reason I'm like a history and geography buff and interested in cultures and foreign affairs and domestic relations and things like that. We fell out because of a situation between my mother and him. Somehow I got pulled into it. We didn't speak for about 13 years. 2 years ago, I got the phone call saying that the house was being sold and that, because of his health condition, there was, I don't want to say hoarded, there was some issues with the house. I don't want to disclose a lot of his personal information. He was a very private man. I showed up. I asked no questions. I didn't ridicule. I showed up and shut up. People don't understand the power in showing up and shutting the fuck up. I did that. So about a year ago, I got a call saying that he needed help. He needed someone regularly to deal with the house and stuff, and that he wanted no one in his space or around him except for me. We got very close. I'm so grateful. About 2.5 weeks ago, I just said, I'm so glad that we were able to reconnect, and he wrote back and just said that he was sorry. He was great. I'm really, 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 really glad that I got that closure at least. So it's been difficult for me because last year with all of my, I can't call them near-death experiences because I died and was resuscitated and all the strokes and the kidneys failing and the liver and the ammonia, and I had sepsis and MRSA and the list goes on. I guess that I had this very profound, I guess I'd call it spiritual experience. So it's been difficult because I haven't had a passing of someone near to me since then, but I'm at a different kind of peace with it because of what I experienced. But I don't know that he was, because he was raised Catholic like we all were, and he strayed from the religion. And I don't know if he was okay. I guess I worry because I don't know if he was ready to go and if he was okay with dying, or if he was fearful that maybe, I don't know, he didn't want last rites read, you know what I mean? He didn't want services. He just didn't want that stuff. And it's just so hard because here he was, I'm being told, doing great, and like if the cancer came and kicked his ass, I could accept that, or if he fell and like the brain bleeding, you know, I could accept that. But this, I mean, I have to accept, but I won't tolerate it. I'm not going to just turn a blind eye to it. So between the sexual assault that happened and what I'm dealing with that, with the courts, and the help I'm supposed to be getting from a family friend that's an attorney that I feel like is a lack thereof, I don't know. I just feel like I've been lied to and lied to. I was supposed to start 3 separate jobs so I get out of 2 part-time lies. A friend, another friend, oh, I have a job for you, you'd be great, like lies. So there's just been so much going on. So I'm balanced between 2 part-time jobs, a side gig, parenting, all of my pets, all of just everything. My health, you know, my uncle was dealing with his health. It's a lot. So I literally just got his house mostly in order. So I was in the process of getting his house in order so that he wouldn't have to go to a home, and now I get to turn around and undo that, and that's not why I'm upset. I don't care about doing the work. I'm just sad that maybe if he would have been in a home, this wouldn't have happened. And if I just knew, I would have been checking it, treating it, changing bandages, you know. And it's just like, I don't want to live with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas like I did. And he said that about the hospital. I took him back to that location because they had just finished dealing with him with the bleeding on the brain, and I wanted them. I feel like I fucked up. So, and I know that everybody's, oh, you couldn't have, and you were there for him, and you know, and it's just like hard. It's hard, and he was such a lonely person. Like, he was such a phenomenal man. He was such a great guy. He was so smart. He spoke 11 languages, 9 fluently, and like, he just was so great. And he just, it's really sad. It's sad. He is the reason that we were in Spain and Madrid and Mallorca, and he, you know, had a relationship, and she wronged him involving a friend, and it just ruined him. And I just wish, I hope that the cat brought him some comfort and some company and joy. And I mean, I really hope that when I was there for 3, 4, 5 hours cleaning, even when I was going to and from in and out the hospital to deal with the cat, I would pick up his key fob, and I always tried to stay at least an hour. And I just feel so guilty that I've been spread so thin, because if I knew, just like all of us, if we knew, I would have just spent more time. I'm like trying not to cry. I'm just trying not to cry, and I almost canceled the program for phlebotomy, and I just thought, no, like, I want this, you know, I want this. So it's just been really hard. Like, I literally, from today, I woke up at 6. I got up, I had to go run some errands, I had a telehealth, and then I had to come back home. I really wanted to try to clean. I didn't have time. I had to leave. I went to pick up I had to go get my nails taken off. These are my real nails, guys. Long story, those were ripped up. I ruptured, oh my God, all this stuff. And then I went straight from there to get my grandmother, to take her to my uncle's, to plan to be there with her, to be supportive and to help her get through things. And then I ended up having to leave. I needed to go and pick up a package I needed to sign for before it got sent back, and prescriptions, the same thing, long story. So I went, she left her glasses. I went from my uncle's, dropping her, getting her inside, to her house, back there, back to her house, back to there, to my house, back to her house, back to there. Then left, then had a short shift. I had to get a bed change and stuff like that. Then went from there back over there. I've left the litter box 5 days in a row. You know, I've got the cat, so I had to go get a litter box. I've been to Walmart 3 times today. Couldn't get my Valium. I'm out of my lorazepam. I'm having a fucking meltdown. And then went from there to class, only to realize I don't have class on Fridays. I didn't care what days I had it. I just knew I was committing to starting. I needed to know what day to be there, when, and where for the first day. So I did all of this in I don't even know what I was saying last, but that's kind of what's been going on, guys. So, like, literally every day has looked like that from, like, 6 a.m. I literally, the other night when I had court, I had 47 minutes of sleep. I'm burning 19 of every 10 calories I take in. Like, I finally put on 8 pounds. It's gone. So, it's like, it's so hard, because this is time for me. I've been to college so many times and not finished, and I just really wanted this moment to be about me, and it's okay that it's not, but I just, you know, for myself, I just wanted to have a different level of focus, and I just wanted to experience genuine joy right now, and it's really hard when it's combined with all this stuff, and I didn't want to postpone it, because I know how I am. I didn't want to not do it, and I just, like, I'm not getting a lot out of the class, and it's like, it's hard when I'm there for 4 hours and learn 0, and I have to come home to then study that late at night. you know, and I'm teaching myself everything. I'm just cramming. I'm just cramming as far as, you know, terminology and lessons and chapters, and it is what it is. And it sucks because I really wanted to do this, and while I was focused, I've always had a really hard time focusing and committing to school. You know, I just was younger, I had some issues, I was, you know, actively in my addiction and drinking, and it was hard. So I'm in a totally different space, and I just was so excited, feeling like I would go in here and just, this was, you know, something that was for me, that I really wanted. So it's been hard. It's been really, really hard. I'll get through it. That's why you haven't seen me. I feel like no matter what I've done, it's been difficult. I wish I never took the 2-year gap I did. I really wanted to just, I don't know what I wanted. I needed to do some soul searching. And coming back has been so hard to recover from, you know, with engagement and followers and content and the consistency. And life is just lifing. Life is just lifing. And it's not an excuse. I can still make time to get things done that need to be done. But unfortunately, the things that need to be done take precedence. So, and emotionally, I need a few days. So I've got some great products to share with you. I've got some hauls every time. I swear, I was literally ready to just have a series of certain things. I wanted to drop the surprise. I wanted to, you know, do some stuff, but that's okay. You know, it's all in God's plan and the universe's timing. So that's that. That's a little, I guess this isn't really a vlog, but it's and it's not story time. It's an update. I'm just trying to be transparent and let you guys know why I'm struggling so much with just appearing consistently on your timeline. It's not that I don't like you. All right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna clean this house. You see, I was supposed to start at 6. That was my 4-hour window, and I wasted it. I gotta go.